cares as long as it's running. Okay. Yeah, it's just a filter. Cares about fucking filter. Yeah, they don't have the money for it. They don't have the fucking money for it. Shut up. They don't have the money for it. Get the fucking money, alright? Get the fucking money. Is that it right there? It's right there, right? Yeah, son of a bitch. Fucking you fucking... My fucking god. Fucking awful, man. Dude, it's a fair deal. What are we talking about? It's $4. $5. $5. $6. A month. You tell me you can't pay $6 a month? Just do it. It's half an hour's of work. Go suck a dick. I'll record all this shit too. So fucking lame. What the fuck are they talking about? First billing period after trial ends on June 14th. Yes! Fucking. Be careful, that's like US. Do more with your apples using multiple actions. That'd be sick if I could, customer support. I believe you. I just don't have the time for this. I'm sure I will in the future. 20 applets. nice. You're gonna do your taxes right now, though. Oh, shut the fuck up, man. Who cares? Taxes, whatever. You know, just do it. It's easy. Go. Taxes. Easy. Alright? Easy. Taxes are easy. Dude, where is it? You're fucking blind, yo. Don't be blind. Yeah. On June 14th. Yeah. It's a pure business transaction. On June the 14th. Specifically for ZRA. Only for ZRA. Spotify. Spotify. No, nobody. Spotify. It's not Spotify, dog. Fuck it. 640. 230607. Call membership. Fucking Twitter. I'm spending so much time on this shit, dude. You gotta get the fuck out of here and you're gonna spend this. Sure. This. My fucking god. What the hell's going on here? What the fuck is going on here? Because you don't use everything, dude. This is going on. This is 100%. Okay, so how do you do it? Fuck. There you do taxes. How difficult was that? Just say invoice, billing invoice. Billing invoice. I would fucking know which it is. Just paste it and get the fuck out. Okay. Good. We have a receipt now as well. Well, whether you do or don't doesn't mean it does. I have to do that now. Okay. It's not happy. Where the fuck is if? Oh shit. It's not even on this account. If. Yeah, welcome to fucking pro. This is what it is. What the fuck? Yeah, so we disconnected. All for users will really hope your stance change. I was supposed to really focus on. No, it's fair, honestly. How long have it been making it so easy? Free accounts will not have access to Twitter. Honestly, the only reason why I didn't know this shit is because I actually didn't have an email that I pay attention to. Oh, son of a bitch. It worked. Yo, we gotta leave this shit up. Stays up. Look at your dick. Alright, so I only have a whole bunch of shit to do as well. It's fucking lame, but let's go. It's not lame, it's helpful, it's useful. I can't wait to do this. Sassy bitch. Can't get into the problem. Brosia. Get rid of that fucking border blue. Border resizable, border resizable, border resizable, border square. Border blue. Nice. So you're gonna close all this shit? We're gonna get all this shit. We absolutely fucking are. Can't fucking wait. Hold on, hold on. Yo, it's so good timing, dude. What the? Fucking. Roughly. You have to call him about this. He's so confused. He's so fucking confused. We have to call him. There's no way we're gonna make this work. Where's the fucking privacy graphic? Well, we're nothing works by email, dog. Son of a bitch. Okay. Small in cameras like bitching. Okay. It's just not size. Don't spend too much time on this shit, please. We were talking about security the other day, and I want to hear it, alright? So, it's like right here or something. Maybe you want to have like two. Pro. sure. Let's have both windows open, because you should have both windows open. That's right. Okay. And the privacy graphic, let's just pull that all the way down, because we're gonna need the full privacy graphic, and because we can't show it to you. Okay, 3 in 2 and in 1. Let's go. You sure? Yeah. Here, I'll make it easier for you a little bit. Closing on the side. 3, 2, 1. Go. Morning, guys. Welcome back to the Project ZRA. Shift here, podcast, video podcast. And how's your day? Right, we said we start things a little bit differently. Oh, that's a weird ass smile. How's your day going? What's your main highlight in the past 24 hours? What is the main frustration? You can vent it on the comments again over on YouTube, because I realize now Spotify or whatever podcast platform just won't allow you for the most part to leave your comments. But again, we'd love to hear your story. So, main highlight of the day in the past 24 hours was the worst thing that probably could have happened, and how did you deal with it? Or maybe if you didn't, you can just sort of vent it. We'll just share some relatable stories. I'd love to hear what's been going down. And the last important thing is, of course, this topic here for today is, of course, we're transitioning still on from security items and so on and so forth. So the third question to ask, if you leave in the comments, of course, is you just tell me about, in this particular topic, and you can look forward to it. It's basically the past 2 episodes we covered security gear. Very vaguely. It was like maybe 3 episodes beforehand. We covered some gear that's on wearing right now. Anti-theft, something that I received from Amazon, okay, basically. And then we did a product unboxing and adjustment and stuff like that, as well as laundry. Afterwards, the previous 2 episodes focused on security, such as like cybersecurity. We're talking about anti-malware, antiviral software. We talked about, we got basically day in the life, right? For what I've been doing recently, which is again slice of life, RL, in real life, slice of life put together, just kind of the daily remedial responsibilities and so on and so forth. And there's a bit of a lo-fi ASMR version of that. So we're going to move on with that tangent. What else do we use security software to protect? And obviously the first episode of that, probably 48 hours ago, had to do with finances. We're still going on that trend right now, but more focused on identity. So if you have any Gmail accounts, Office accounts, Microsoft Office, any sort of online subscriptions I'll be showing, that's kind of what I'm doing right now. And you can see on the bottom right and the top right here, the 2 interfaces. Top one is if this then that. Bottom one there is an email. Both of them happened just like right now. I just took care of those literally 45 minutes right before not 45, like 10 minutes right before I started this video. That's what I was working on. So it should be exciting, should be interesting. And there's also something to do with more like the identity, right? Like I said, identity theft. There's an account here that I'm logged into. I will say it's not necessarily my account. It's an account that I helped someone else set up because I was the caregiver for about 2 years for somebody else. Actually just say whatever, just say biological mother. And so it's logged in, right? And it's very important, of course, that we have, sometimes, I guess nowadays, it's crazy, right? 2023, you guys don't necessarily need to have, if you have a PC, antiviral software, because Microsoft Defender is already really, really good as it is. Or not Defender, but now Microsoft Security Essentials, okay? So we're just going to run through stuff that we've had to make sure we protect. And the first thing will be business. The second thing will be that account. No, the first thing will be the most recent purchase, which is if this and that, has to do with that. You just realized I had to do that, so we'll cover some updates about if this and that, and my purchase of the Pro subscription plan, because I usually don't do stuff like this. And the second words will be the business plan. The business focused on nutritional products, and the third will be identity on Google, the Google account. So you would use, of course, you would make sure you have cybersecurity for all these reasons. First one here we're going to cover, and right here is on the side here. And for the record, I didn't want to do this video today, but I woke up 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours late. It happens. Came home way too late yesterday. Something happened at the library, but I'm not going to cover it. It's like, yeah, anyways. Yeah, stuff happens in the public. So here's on the very top, and maybe I should switch over to display scene for a moment. Nah, let's just keep it here, man. Who cares? So the very top here we have this and that. Automatically share your videos to Facebook page. Every time you start a new stream on Twitch, post a message to Discord, all that stuff. Now you can see that there's I was really unhappy about this yesterday because I woke up to finding out that if this and that is not working for a lot of the posting. And then I took a look at my Twitter account and realized, I hate Twitter, but it is something that it's for business. So for business, all right, that's cool. And basically my profile's been dead for at least a week and a half because I didn't realize they sent emails to my email account to notify me only about a week beforehand that the free subscription plan is it's not really a subscription, right? The free plan is basically going to drop down from 5 to 2 applets. So that's pretty useless if you can't tell. Let's switch over to the larger screen here for a moment. No, let's forget it. We have a privacy graphic there. So long story short, if you're a free user of this and that, anything that goes above 2 applets, it's going to get cut off. And more importantly, most of those applets now, the biggest change I would say is that, and this I can't even blame if this and that, not that I should be blaming it in the first place, this is all just like banter and stuff, but again, it's really just banter, I'm serious, but it does suck, okay, and it probably doesn't suck because of this and that, it probably sucks because of Twitter, with Elon and stuff like that. We all knew what he was trying to do to reshape the company. I know Elon's not trying to, I don't think he's in his head anymore, but the point is, Twitter now is no longer allowed for free users on IFT. So if there's any applets you have for Twitter, this is a recent update, okay? Shit, this is gonna take us the whole video, isn't it? You will, let's do that, right? If that's the case, I'm gonna hop over to this display here. I'm gonna swap this over and switch the browser that's on display for this, and hop over to my applets and get rid of the privacy graphic. So long story short, right, if you want to use Twitter using IFT, you want to connect Twitter and have it as your main profile or use the functions that it does have, all the functionality, you're going to have to subscribe to a pro plan, which, let's go through that right now. And it's actually not that expensive. I'm just showing you right now my applets here. You can see I have about 22 applets, 24 it says. Only 2 are on. Previous to this, the first 5 here, I think, were ones that were turned on. No, not the first 5. I can tell they rearranged the order of these the moment they shut off your applets. Long story short, I had one for Spotify, one for Facebook, one for Discord, one for Twitch. And when I say one for each, I mean there's actually relationships, right? So it's actually, if I say 5 applets, that means there's a relationship between these. At least would be probably like 10 different platforms, right? For example, cross-connected. Anyways, I don't have to show everything here exactly, but you can see every time you start a new stream on Twitch, post a message to Discord. If a new episode on Spotify podcast is released, post a tweet on Twitter, which is off now. And you can see now, what I was alarmed with, you can see this little pro box on the very bottom right of these applets here. And yeah, that got me going yesterday. I was like, fuck, I gotta take care of another thing again, because I just made so many payments and I'm a little tight on budget right now, so I don't really want to be paying so much stuff. But it's good timing, because just about a couple weeks ago I finally finished, it's a couple weeks already. Time's so fast, dude. Time flies, man, because I just finished a spreadsheet for income tax, which is what we'll also cover here in light detail because surprise, surprise, if we make a purchase on on IFT, we have to record that now over on the business expenses. So I'm not going to show you all my applets. I'm just going to close it right now. Move this over to this side here. You can see my profile page after I uploaded the Pro, after I subscribed to Pro Plus or whatever. Not Pro Plus. Pro Plus is like more expensive. So I should mention how much it costs. So for those, this is an if update, I guess. This video has changed, converted completely into an if this and that update. That's fine. That's how Slice of Life works, right? And there's still music and it's still ASMR. But long story short, this cost, like I always think it's cheaper. And I had to adjust in my mind because it's US dollars, I'm pretty sure. But it's $40.80. And that's roughly comes down to, they say, $3 and like $3.60 per month. So it's really cheap. But of course, keep in mind that's in USD. So anywhere across the world, so for me in my country, that would be, you know, probably the rate is probably going rate is like the foreign currency conversion is like 1.35, I believe, at this current point. Our economy is always kind of below the younger brother. Anyways, I gave some hints away, right? Younger brother. The point is basically it should be about $55 for me, I'm assuming. 55, and it's on the spreadsheet here. I will not show you, obviously, my income tax spreadsheet. That's pretty much private, 100%. And then, you know, you apply the foreign currency conversion and you apply the taxes. So if it's $40 roughly, then it's 55 after conversion, and then on tax on top of that, it's probably like for me it's like 13%. So probably like 65. So that you can see how it just went up incrementally. And so roughly, I would say, give or take, that's about like $7 a month for, you know, six shitty math, like $5 a month, $6, $6. And yeah, you know, that's not a bad deal, because honestly, in my country, still working at minimum wage, you can make that in half an hour. So I don't have a lot to complain about. It's just the hassle of having to record this shit as a new entry on my income tax spreadsheet, which, good news, I have that finished for not just the previous year, but for the next year. So now it's very easy and streamlined, and I feel really good. But that took weeks of frustration, and yeah. Anyways, that's that. So here's the profile, of course, pro account, and oops, show the password, but the password is protected as usual. And we can probably close this. Honestly, we don't really need to have this here anymore. What I will do is hop on over to Twitter here and showcase the fact that yes, you can see here the updates stopped as of May 23rd. And, you know, so that's what that has to do with. And I can see, I was a little shocked, you know, because it means that I probably had more. I'm looking at the follower count. I usually don't pay attention to numbers like this because it's what the hell do followers mean on Twitter anyways. But it surprises me that I probably did have more follower count in this. And I usually think of myself having like 2-digit follower counts, but I almost broke past the third. So that was like a little motivational, inspirational kind of, not inspirational, that's barely inspirational. It's anti-inspirational. It's anti-inspirational. But, you know, it was that threshold. It's like, oh, we made it 3 digits, you know, it's kind of interesting. It's just a milestone. Anyways, long story short, you can see everything stopped on May 23rd. I checked the hashtags to see see how they perform once in a while, but that's usually like once a month. And you can see that's why it completely fell off my radar, that if this and that had cut off those services. So I can close this now. I should mention also that I rebranded a little bit here, but I don't think it's that important. Maybe I'll close this. Yeah, it's fine, we'll close this. Slice of Life RL, that's why we were here as well. We rebranded the thing, so maybe we'll leave it open. But if this and that, we can close this. And let's see if I can show you anything else. I would love to, but I'm a little worried. Let me pause the video for a second. Services. Buffer. Yeah, no, it's fine, man. Who cares? Right, so it's a good thing I paused it because I was able to close it on video, but I'm not supposed to because I have to activate my apps again. So maybe we can do that right now as a sample. So if your new episode on Spotify podcast is released, then post an image or tweet. So we're going to connect it, and you can see here there's activity here. Connected April 10th, 2023. The last activity was May 23rd, exactly when they said they announced the update that free plans do not get more than 2 applets. Before it was 5. So you can see it's run 36 times, and if you go, you can click on check now view activity, and you'll see all the activity. I'm not going to do that. Let's see if we can connect it. What? Pro Plus. What the fuck is Pro Plus? Yo, you know what this means? This probably means that you have to upgrade to the next plan. I'm kind of beating my ass right now. Oh. In other words, you have to go to the second tier plan. It just said $80. I just clicked on that. Let's just go there again, click connect, and it says 80/40, so that's double. So you probably have to pay about $12 in my country, so about $120 after conversion, after tax, $120 to get access to. I'm assuming it's not the number of applets. What this sounds like to me is that Twitter is requiring you. Twitter requires you to be on the second tier plan. And this makes a lot of sense because if you think back to the update to the, what was it? Not the update, the vision of Elon Musk joining Twitter was to cut down on the bots. Now, whether he's still head of or CEO of Twitter or not doesn't really matter. What does matter is that he was on a mission. The man was on a fucking mission to Mars. No pun intended. Pun intended, of course. He was on a mission to cut down on bots. He said he was complaining about 15% of Twitter are all bots, and this would be the perfect way to cut down on bots. To go to IFT, a major platform like IFT that allows people to basically automate their tweets, which is basically what I've been doing, and then require a very expensive plan for it. So that's fucked. Anyway, so I noticed it's about 15-16 minutes in. I have to at least can showcase this. I made a mistake. The good news is that I didn't get billed yet because I'm still on the free trial. So I have roughly 7 days or a week to reconsider whether or not I'm going to continue using IFT for the tweets or not. And I'll have to reconsider this because it's quite expensive now. It's not going to be the $60 I thought after tax, and conversion is going to be $120. It's going to be double that. I don't think I'm going to do it, but at the same time, I have so many video podcasts to upload, and I would like them to receive some basic attention. So at least, not even that, just, it's not about necessarily the post right now. It's just about, the most important part is just to make sure that profile is active. I can't have the profile going dead. So I have to find some way to automate and post regularly. And I don't want to make my own posts because I don't post a shit. I don't want to copy and paste. I don't want to do that either because that's very time consuming. So in the interest of saving time, there's a very real consideration to be made. I have a real argument for actually just making a purchase of $120 with IFT, especially because it's 20 apps right on the Pro plan, and it's going to be even more with the Pro Plus. And then you can tie together 5 different apps and use their AI integrations or whatever. I don't know. So there's a real consideration to be had. I'm gonna have to think about this. I'm not gonna decide on the video, of course. What I do want to do before I leave this video is I'm gonna hop over and switch over to the different browser. And oh shit, for a moment. Okay, there we go. I made a mistake there. We'll hop over to this for a moment. I'm gonna pause. Can I pause? I just want to showcase at the very bottom. So we talked about the applet limit up there, reaching limits. So now I want to cover the fact that we had to go over to income taxes, and we received an email. We'll have to talk about this in the next video because we don't have time for this one. But it's related to another business, right? I have one project, and then that was this project, and then I have the business, which actually pays money. So we're gonna hop over to the other mail account here, and I want to showcase the email. So I'm gonna hop over back and get rid of the privacy graphic, so you can see here for a moment. So right here, if this and that, welcome to Pro. If this and that helps everything work better together as Pro, you create 20 applets and so on and so forth. And that was just right now. I received this email. I didn't get a billing invoice because they didn't charge me. They won't charge me until a week later. You know, if I continue to use the plan, that's what will happen. I'm gonna put on the privacy graphic for a moment, and then I'm gonna showcase right here. So I want to figure out what the hell is going on, right? So I went over to the main page here and take out the privacy graphic once again. Just wanted to make sure that there was anything too spicy to show, which there isn't. So here's my Gmail account. You know, this is an account that right now I have on search. That's why it's only filtered to IFT. As a result, you're not seeing a whole bunch of different emails, and that's why I figured it's all right. I also checked and vaguely see that there's nothing here showing that's too important. Long story short, I wanted to see what the hell's going on, and you can see here during the search I pulled up in the top 3 emails here have to do with how, for example, the first 7 changes to your free account and Twitter access. Final reminder: your Twitter applets will be disconnected, and then finally your applets were disconnected. And the dates here are May 17th, 22nd, and 26th, all in May. So let's just click here, right? Right from IFT, mail at IFT.com. So starting on May 23rd, all free users will be limited to applets. We hope you understand a change designed to support you. Basically, what they're saying is they're not making enough money, or actually they probably are making enough money, but they want to, fuck us over. I'm kidding. They don't really want to fuck us over. But I'm pretty sure, I think it's very reasonable. I do think it's reasonable. I don't think it's reasonable to have Twitter be on a 2nd tier plan, but I do think it's quite reasonable to have the free plan limited to down only 2, and that you have to pay for 5 applets. I think that's very fair, to be honest, because the pricing for that actually is reasonable. It's only about $6 in my country, or $4 US. But I don't like the 2nd tier plan at all with regards to Twitter. Anyway, that's just opinion piece. But this is your final reminder that free accounts will not have access to Twitter access after 2023. Users upgraded will be able to maintain all their applets and continue to use them without interruption. Any additional applets being connected, disconnected after that. Understand it's a challenging update to receive. Decision was not made lightly. I think that's fair. If this then that has kind of marketed itself for a long time now as they've been a very, very generous company, let's just say. That's added to why I'm not anywhere angry at the company itself. It's more about how annoying the hassle is and how expensive on a personal level this is going to be for me. But we are writing to let you know that 3 app is disconnected. Okay. So try Pro. And the sad part is it's not just try Pro for me, because I'm using it for Twitter. I'll have to use Pro Plus. Or will I? I don't know. I'll come to decision. And I'll come to decision. With that being said, this is a fucking long ass video because it was a new update and I didn't have everything organized. So as a result, this is a 23-minute video it seems. It's okay. I'll leave it like this, and then we're gonna leave right now. So thanks for tuning in to another video podcast, and let's just hop on over to the next one. By the way, next one of course is obviously I made a purchase, right? I did say I made a purchase, or I thought I made a purchase. I didn't, because of the whole thing having to do with privacy. Having to do with a week free trial. So what to look forward to in the next one is I'm gonna hop over to mail, and no, in fact I can hop over right now and showcase my OneDrive account. It didn't show too much, but long story short, over here it's too small for you to make out anything, which is good. Basically, we have like receipts and documents for business expenses, as well as for the project expenses, and I've logged them all here. And this is open because I wanted access to my spreadsheet that compiles and separates the business expenses between the nutritional business and then this podcasting project. Okay, so that's what that's all about, and that's why it's open here. And then I actually opened a spreadsheet, which again I will not show you, obviously. But I opened a spreadsheet. I did some data entry and put in how expensive it was or cheap it was, and now I realize it is expensive. It's going to be about $120 if I decide to go through with it. Just by worst case scenario, I tend to just input the expenses in anticipation of that purchase. So I'm probably going to just change the value, but on Microsoft Excel spreadsheet or whatever, or Google Sheets, and you're going to use whatever platform you want to use, QuickBooks maybe, I don't know. I have the entry there for about 40.80 before tax and conversion, afterwards 55, and then 60 something, 70 I think. And so now it's going to be 140, I believe. So I'm going to make that change off video, obviously, but that's that. So that's why this year, I'm going to leave this year until I get that ready. And yeah, so thanks for tuning in. See you guys in the next one. And again, that will cover some stuff I didn't do. Do I have the time for that? I don't know. Oh well, sorry. So leave your stuff in the comments. I'll read them all the comments and the posts. Yeah. See you guys there. Peace. Sign up. That's so fucked up. $140? I'm gonna fucking... Fuck. I'm gonna pay $140 fucking dollars. $140 fucking dollars. Oh, it's just not worth it, man. If I can find a better alternative. Son of a bitch. think they can make that out the phone number? Ah, fuck, they can see the phone number. So risky, dude. Fucking do it. Ah. Turn on the graphic and then everything goes to shit. I'm sorry, even if it's for like a split second, I'm not going to show that. That's unacceptable. That's fucking unacceptable. You can't possibly show that. Why don't I use it? What the fuck is fuck? So fucking annoying, dude. Ah, keep going. Just keep going. Just keep going. It's all good. Keep going. Renew the video. There's this. annoying if this did not change. How's your day? How's your day? How's your day? It's annoying if this did not change. Free plan. Five to 2 applets. 2 apps. Pro and Twitter. Yeah, Elon bot war. What was it? How long was this like? Elon's like 15% bot war. It was like 20%. Is it like botting war? Fucking. It's like a $60 pro plan and $140 Twitter plan. You know what? Bot war. War on bots. Gmail. 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 Pop this over. That's here. Let's drop it in. That's actually a pretty good title line. Just as is. Okay. essence of life. $60 pro, $100 gift card. Sign. Is that right? I think so. I swear to God, so fucking wrong. Fuck is he doing? Yes. It's not. It's okay. Morally obvious kind of thing. July. shit. What the fuck? Oh, what the fuck? I tell you, it's always risky when you try to do this shit. Never include the email at all. Go, away. Cut 2 clips. It better be stitched together. I swear to fucking God, if it doesn't clip together, then merge, alright? It's fine to figure it out. I swear to God, you won't be able to run through all these tabs. Shut up about it. You can. You can run through the tabs. You can. If it doesn't work, you'll figure it out when you're running the video. But you gotta start. There's way too much to not do. Oh yeah, they do it right. They don't do it. Data extraction, my ass. Let me see. We do have to update this. Anyway, just start like this. Start like this, not like that. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. Sure? Yeah, I'm sure. What do you mean I'm sure? Let's go. What's up? Welcome back to the project. This is a direct continuation from the previous episode on the most annoying change on the planet, if this and that. Reducing their free plan subscription of 5 apps down to only 2 available. This is Slice of Life, by the way, SOLRL. That's a great segue, great tangent from one to the other. Yeah, Slice of Life. I don't have to explain too much, do I? Just kind of daily stuff. And rounded down to earth, straightforward. Real activities. And then, okay, so what we had to work on just previously was having to do with the business finances and security was related to that. It's pretty important because when you make a new transaction, you purchase, you do want to make sure that you have cybersecurity protection, anti-malware, anti-virus software, all that jazz. And on that note, we want to cover in the previous one, if we want to cover the business on your health sciences, so the nutritional supplement business and the automatic monthly orders that we had to do, as well as I believe there was something else, right? We did some research for I believe a sibling would ask something about exfoliating cream, so stuff you apply for your face to remove like dead skin cells and stuff like that, whatever. The point is, and it's good for you, it is, you know, we didn't get to it. We didn't get to it because the previous day we actually made another purchase, again, another transaction that you should be, you know, wary of. Make sure you have some sort of antivirus software and that you are being careful not to, you know, go to the wrong sites and don't be scammed and phished and all that kind of stuff. So I made a purchase here with if this and that or if, and because you require a pro plan in order to use your applets of more than 2, now up to 20, which is great if only it were also to include Twitter, which it doesn't. And that was the most annoying fucking thing I had to talk about and figure out halfway through the video. I was literally making the video, recording, and then I tried to test turning on one of the applets here. And oh, by the way, how's your day? How's your day going today? Yeah, you get the idea. Yeah, that's my frustration for the day, and so definitely I'll try to post that. But if I don't post it, I'm not expecting anyone else to post, you know. But yeah, share your frustration. This is my frustration, alright? So I went over on it, this and that, and found out that not only, alright, do you need to upgrade to the pro plan to get 20 apps open, but that costs like $40, which is like, oh, okay, that's alright. And after foreign conversion and taxes, it goes up to like 60 in my country, $65, $70. It's going to be really expensive if you wanted to include Twitter in your applets. So Twitter is now in the 2nd tier plan, and this makes a whole lot of sense. I talked about it briefly in the previous video, but basically it's probably Elon Musk, and you know, even when he left, he made this big issue about his war on bots and how they're 20% of the platform and whatnot, you know. But if it's not Musk anymore, it's probably somebody else. It's just, if it's not, it's just good practice for Twitter as a whole to remove as many bots as they can. So obviously, they probably got in touch with IFT, and no longer are you able to use Twitter for free. Not even in the 1st tier plan, you can't do it. You have to pay $80 fucking a year, which is, you know, it's like not that much, right? You're like, oh, I can make that in a day. Yeah, that's great, but for me, in my country, you know, foreign conversion plus tax brings it up to $105, and up to like $120. I didn't know, goes up to 120 after conversion, and then after that, it goes straight up to like $130, $140. So it's quite it's no longer negligible anymore. It's not something I just ignore. That's a full day's worth of work. You would be like, that's not a big deal. But at the same time, I'm tight on budget right now. So this is going to cut off a lot of people. And kudos to, of course, Elon, you could say, and Twitter in general, because that actually means that it's managed to effectively cut off a lot of people who would be otherwise using it for free. And I don't think anybody would be paying unless they have a serious business with serious business expenses. I would not expect any regular person to pay so much just to have bots running on Twitter. Okay. So it's an effective plan, but it affects me in a way that doesn't help me personally. So that was really annoying. That's really fucking annoying. And that sidetracked me from what I was going to do for the video, which is in this video here, business expenses. So again, this is more transactions, more finance that is supposed to be, this is why you have a security suite such as Bitdefender or Microsoft Security Essentials, though that one's probably not that. Security Essentials, Microsoft Security, I don't know. Norton, Kaspersky, all that kind of stuff. So let's hop on over to some of these things that are being protected. I can showcase to you right now at the very top. It says if then that. You can see now there's 5 applets running. If I hop over to the backdrop here, I wonder if it's going to show. No, it's not. It's on a different page. So if this and that, if new episode uploads, let's just read up to you. If new episode Spotify podcast released, then post a tweet with image. And I'm going to be uploading a lot of things today, so it's very good that I decided off video that I'm going to at least use the 7-day trial for the Pro Plus. So they have a trial for Pro, but also a trial for Pro Plus, and I went up for that. So that at least while I'm making a decision whether or not I'm going to pay, while budget is tight right now, I have to consider that at least for the moment, for the next 7 days during the trial, at least I'll have access to some activity on my profile. The main point is I want my Twitter account to have some activity. It's not that necessarily I like the posts. My posts are pretty shit and my content's pretty shit. It's just that I want the profile page to be active. It can't be a dead profile. Otherwise, it's going to consistently decrease in the algorithm. So it's all about SEO right now as far as I'm concerned. Anyways, I think that's just really critically important. Just make sure your page does not go dead, does not go silent. That's the most important thing. So if your Twitch stream started by you, post a tweet every time you have a new stream Twitch on Discord, like share your Facebook page. Again, 3 of these were off, and they will be turned off in about 6 days time if I don't pay for the Pro Plus plan, which is what I have right now. And I didn't think I was going to do that, but there's always surprises. Full of surprises. Fuck. So let's hop on over to the actual meat of this video. And what that means, I'm going to switch over to a different scene. To 1. And so this was a little bit annoying. In fact, I want to showcase here in a moment. Something really annoying was in the previous video, I ended up accidentally showing something I should not have. So what I'm going to do, it has an email here with some contact information, not for me necessarily, but I just did not want to show that. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to hop on over to the display scene instead, and you're going to see my display, basically my windows here, because I'm going to showcase you this. This is video prop here. And if I click on, so it's a video editor, right? It's a video editing software. Click on it right here. I'm just going to say that options. So I uploaded the video and not options, sorry. Cut. You can see here I have 2 clips here. Okay, I'm gonna pause this. It's gonna lag a lot crazy. So you can see the before, the after, and then we have clips 1 and clip 2, and about 5 seconds into about the 18-minute mark, I had to remove that because it did show some information that was not supposed to be shown. Now, that's very annoying. That cost me literally like 15 minutes beforehand, and I have to keep this here until then. But afterwards, I do want to close this. I want to mention very briefly also that when it comes to video prop, I had also several other videos here uploaded and not uploaded, but downloaded. So I went over here, and I won't leave this. I have to stay on this page. Well, I went to the downloader and I tried to download 2 videos of my own straight from YouTube, because there was some issue with my backup storage device, and for some reason at least 20 videos went missing. I have no idea where the fuck they are. I'm not sure if I relocated them somewhere by accident and now I can't find them, but it seems like even with search I can't find those videos. So maybe they're just permanently deleted, maybe there's an error and some data was lost. So that's something else here with video proc and editing. But this is also important because when we're talking about security, obviously you don't want to showcase any kind of private information that would compromise whatever. Okay, so let's hop over to that backdrop. Back over here, 10-minute mark, and it doesn't sound like we can cover a whole lot, but let's hop over to the email address here. So I'm going to poll and say that this is basically having to do still with it, this and that to a reasonable degree, because I pulled this and opened an email, and the first thing is I received mail asking me about the nutritional business products, something about a monthly threshold that I do have to go above, and otherwise I'm not commission payable, and so that's something else worth discussing. And that was related directly to the Usana Health Sciences business, but it seems like this video here is just Jesus. It's just kind of back to back, all about if this and that. It's very annoying. So long story short, I might just stop it here. It's so annoying. Right? I hopped on over to here because I wanted to discuss this in addition to everything else that's related to this and that. And this is the same accounting firm that I'm also having work on for all the business expenses here as well for the project. And so it's not surprising, of course, if you have multiple businesses, you do have to split, of course, your business expenses and earnings apart. Make sure it's very clear cut. You do need to have some sort of very precise documentation software. Make sure you get the most important stuff down, the dates, the exact the amount of tax per transaction, what's it for, what's the purpose. You will have to justify this to the revenue agency of your particular country, and so that's that. Make sure you have all the documents and slips like that. So that's what this is all about. Okay. On those matters, I also want to hop on over here and let me give a pause and think about whether or not I'm going to cover everything. Let's see here. Question showcases. Okay, I had a little moment there. I just stopped for a moment. Took a bit, maybe 60 seconds to think about, is it a good idea? I say no. So the good news is this video is going to end right now. Well, in about 3 minutes. The bad news is I cover less. So I noticed that if this and that just really threw a fucking wrench into my schedule today, unfortunately. And so what that means is in this particular video, I'm not even going to cover Usana Health Sciences. That sucks so much. But the good news is that I had some time, 60 seconds really, that's all it took, to think about whether or not we should still be considering this part of security essentials. And I'm going to say no. This has absolutely nothing to do with security anymore. This has a lot to just do with finances and businesses. And, so on that note, I think that's where we're going to leave it. Let's just wrap up everything that has to do with finances. So this video has to do with more if this and that review, and talks more about if this, then that, if the Pro Plus plan, and how much it costs, and the fact that I turned on the applets. And then over here, it covers also the fact that we have income taxes here that we had to record at the same time. And so in this Drive document here, I would upload, of course, if I decide to continue with this and that a week later on, which is 7 days from now, I may have to. I'll be uploading the billing invoice for it over here as well. So onto a cloud drive. I can close this, get rid of this now. Wow, I can't even have to say this for Usana. So annoying. And then we have this over here for the mail. I can get rid of that for sure though. This mail here. I can't even get rid of this one. This also has to do with Usana. Oh fuck. Everything is just tied together. Even this one. So I'm just gonna end it here. This is so annoying. See you guys in the next one. By the way, if I don't have to say it right, or your frustrations, but this is my frustration. This is what I had to work on today. Let's hop on to the next one. Start recording. 3, 2, 1. Start recording right now. Usana. Sent you a link. Oh, fuck you. Welcome back, guys, to the project. This is Project ZRA Reshift here with another video, and I ended the video just 5 seconds ago and I started the next one, and this one we're going to keep on running. That's fine. And so we've been covering security for a while now, and you can see on the page right now it says reset password for Usana Health Sciences. So this is obviously having to do with a little bit of security, but for the most part it has more to do with business. And this is the cellular nutritional business company focused on research, development, manufacturing, distribution, all the way to sales and marketing. So it goes all the way. It's a complete direct selling company that does its own products and manufactures and does its own research and has over 120 scientists, 27 markets. But I'm not going to give a full advertisement of that kind of stuff. The point is, and this is Slice of Life IRL. So, post in the comments below, 3 questions. What was your main highlight the past 24 hours? Okay, what was the main frustration you had that you want to vent about? Don't give too many personal details. And 3, of course, relate to this particular video here, which you look forward to. It's going to be entirely encapsulating research and development, and for a particular company, and what sort of transactions we had to make sure were covered under the plan of my security software. So okay, so that's something to look forward to. What kind of, well, you shouldn't tell me what antivirus software you use, but what kind of features do you have in place to make sure that you can keep all your business expenses and personal information secure, and so on and so forth. And do you have a business yourself? Do you do research? Are you a nutritionist or a dietitian? Super interesting to hear that. Leave that in the comments. So throughout the video. So all right, let's go and continue. Let's get right straight to it. Slice of life. So this slice of today's life here, this was actually a couple of weeks ago, maybe a couple of months ago even, sent you a link, reset the password. Why? And this was because at the time I was trying to, for one of my clients, not even clients, again, I was trying to take care of somebody, trying to get caregiver for somebody, which I don't say I regret, but I am never going to do that again. I had to deactivate the account because she wasn't going to use it anymore. Not deactivate the account, but take it off automatic order. She made a single purchase to test out a certain product, and then she said, okay, no more. And I said, that's fine. That's perfectly fine. If you're not yet benefiting from the product anymore, then let's just make sure that we stop buying things that you don't need. So we went in, and then I realized, this is a pretty old account. For the most part, it's kind of dormant, and I had to go and reset the password. So that's what this is all about. So I went in, I did the whole forgot your password kind of thing, sent you a new link, all this kind of stuff here. That's what you see here right now. I'm going to close it right now and hop on over to the next page. And the main thing is, I took off the probiotic for that person, which is my biological caregiver. I'm not going to talk too much about that. I mentioned before, it's a very abusive household, and I'm very, very much not happy about the fact that I tried to even bother helping with that, only to be betrayed. So long story short, let's hop on over to the next page here. We're going to hop over to This one is more for the main page for reef-friendly hydration. It has Celavive line. So basically, long story short, we're on this page because not only when you log out brings you to this main page, but also we were here to help out somebody, my sibling, who's looking for exfoliating products, and that's very rare. I was surprised to hear that. But anyways, I just sent him a link here. This is what the product is. You can probably get something cheaper, honestly, from, you know, just go to Walmart, you can get something cheaper. I'm not suggesting that the products are good necessarily, but, you know, I'm just being totally honest here. You know, the products for this company are quite expensive. Unless you actually have the budget for this kind of stuff, I doubt that you will actually want to go for it. It has to actually be beneficial to my clients that I'm trying to run an honest business. So being fully transparent about that was very key in my opinion. So I close this, and next thing here I can show you is, of course, the actual product itself, the exfoliating scrub and mask. Let me see what the next one is. So this next one's going to be ingredients, the next tab, but basically $40.80. You can see exactly why I said that, why I told him. This is like $50 Canadian. That's a lot of money, even after the retail price. So here's more information. 5 stars, 12 ratings, great. So people rate about this product still, but it's only 12 ratings. It's not like the 150 rating or something. A dual action scrubbing formula gently exfoliates with a pollution fighting charcoal to help remove stubborn impurities, visibly promote better skin tone, reduce the appearance of pores, and lessen visible signs of aging. Olive oil botanical blend is comprised of fruit extracts, and I realize there's an advertisement right now. Can you just mute that stuff off right now? Pollution fighting charcoal to help remove stubborn impurities, visibly promote better skin tone, remove the appearance of pores, and lessen visible signs of aging. So aging, skin tone, pores, impurities, pollution. Their featured science, so this one is patented with the olive oil. It has the olive oil botanical blend comprised of fruit extracts, clinically shown to provide 24 hours of rich hydration after just one single application. Alright, so replenishes moisture, absorbs excess oils and impurities, detoxifies pores, it's dermatologically tested, and suitable for all types of skin, and paraben free. This is one of those things that you know, they always highlight paraben free. Think of like, you know, oh, this is, you know, GMO free, that kind of stuff. Smooth and brightens the skin appearance, yeah. And then of course, clinical results. Usana Health Sciences, like I said, we have our own R&D facility, right, straight down there in the States. I believe in Utah. No, I'm in Salt Lake City. Yeah, Utah, Salt Lake City. So in a post-clinical trial, it's a 7-story building. Again, over 100 researchers there working on clinical trials. Self-assessment of 50 women aged 50-51 using the Celavive dry center skin regimen. So 92% agree, blah, blah, blah. But of course, I'm not going to go through all this. You can tell that you need to look further into the research. I myself don't know how credible this is. I mean, take a look how vague this says. Oh, we agree our skin looks and feels moisturized. We agree it looks more refined. We agree. I don't know what agreement means, right? It could mean anything. It could mean, it's so vague. You know, I don't know how credible the study is. You can look into it yourself. All studies are posted right here. That's one of the great things about Usana Health Sciences, is that they are very transparent with their research. Okay, so whether or not the research is actually credible, I don't know. Is it peer-reviewed? It might not be. I'm not sure. So that's the question to research. Follow your cleansing step, blah-de-da. Anyways, now go through this. 2.8 net volume. Again, it's quite expensive. 80 net gram weight. And we'll close this, hop over to the next. And this is basically the ingredients inside the Celavive exfoliating scrub and mask ingredients. Again, my sibling asked about this. I'm not really particularly into this. I joined this company, because I'm a biomedical science person, and I know that this stuff actually works. I've taken it myself. It helped me through some very difficult times. And then secondly, I also did this to caregive for someone who has vastly betrayed me. I'm very open about that and saying that, you know, I'm not going to do that ever again. But I tried at a time. I did try to take care of her health and join this business, and that's what that's all about. And then last but not least, over here, the third reason, I guess, is because turns out someone else was interested about skin products, but I'm not interested in skin products. I'm interested in the nutritional aspect. So ingredients here include water, and it's French as well. So l'eau in French, butylene glycol, glycerin, sea silt, limon marin. Think about that. It's so fancy every time you say something in French. Limon marin, glucomannan, hydroxyethyl acrylate. It's taking me back to like organic chemistry days in third year university class stuff. Sodium acryloyl dimethyl. That's definitely one of those organic chemistry names. Taurate copolymer, pentylene glycol, charcoal powder, goes on and on. And you can see the extracts down here. So lentil fruit extract, the lens esculenta. So that's like a first year biology taxonomy class. Pyrus map. That's apple, olive, lentil extracts, right? And they have some substances down here that are more for consistency. So propanediol and sodium lactate and so on and so forth. They have different reasons as well. Obviously, I'm not going to be super specific about that. Okay, so let's take a look at the time. How's it working? It's about 9 minutes in. So who was I talking about when I said, this person betrayed me and stuff? And I was bitching a little bit about that, wasn't I? So, alright, let's hop on over. Here's the other reason why you would want to have some security up. This is the mail. That's right, this is the Gmail account of the other person who I was trying to support over a period of time. Honestly, I'm thinking that, again, there's nothing showing here. I can tell that it's all just spam. Just fine. Long story short, this is the person who I was trying to support during that period. And honestly, I'm not going to ever do that again. But we're on this account because we want to make sure that, we received the confirmation password reset. Otherwise, we wouldn't be able to access the account and get rid of the product. So we have access to, actually, I set up this. It's so funny how much I'm really regretting ever helping her. Fuck. Long story short, Jesus, spoiled brat. Alright, so long story short, I set up the email account and helped her get employment as well. Like, fucking, why did I even do that? Long story short, because she's a biological mother. Fucking. Anyways, sorry guys, abusive families, all that kind of shit. Anyways, long story short, over here, we went here, we logged in, got to the email, and we just reset the password, got in, and then deleted the product and said, okay, done, hands clean. Alright, so that's still related to security, of course, because at the end of the day, all this stuff here, you don't want to have access to. You don't want to provide access to anyone's account. And certainly the best way to do that is make sure that you do have some sort of antivirus software, but you do need some common sense as well. Obviously on Gmail here, I remember teaching my biological mother at the time. I have completely cut ties, no contact, 100%. But think of like heavy borderline narc, like crazy people. All right, but long story short, at the time I was teaching her, how to not fall for phishing scams. What is a real email? What is not a real email? What you should be careful even when you don't know, how to. And then I was also working together, trying to get all these employment applications, sent to her email so that and helping her to apply for Indeed. You see here, I recognize a lot of this stuff, but kudos and credit to her as well. She actually, after learning, she did do a lot of applications on her own, and it's not all me for sure. Let's be perfectly clear, she did a lot of work, and it was very difficult for her because she's of course of a very different generation. Technology doesn't come easily to her. And just in the future, right, even already, I feel the hit. I'm falling behind. I'm behind the next generation already. Very relatable. So she's done a lot of hard work. All the personal strife aside, all the bad blood aside, credit where credit is due. She worked really hard to learn the technology, to learn how to apply for applications. And, despite all that drama that I hated, and is the main reason why I cut ties with her. The point is, I'm just proud and happy that she actually does have a job now. And, whatever stuff I we worked on together. She's actually healthy now. She's actually doing better now, and all the best to her and her future. But from now on, we're done. Okay. And so the next video is going to be anticipatedly very heavy, obviously, because I talked about identity theft, right, and stuff like that. And I think you know where this is going. So there's actually the account here that I'm logged into. I've had to monitor this for a while because there was some issues previously where, oh shit, I just switched to a different tab, whatever. I had to monitor this because there have been many times where she would forget the password and so on and so forth. You remember all this kind of stuff. This happens a lot during, you know, the 90s, right? The parents, they don't know. It's just normal, right? They didn't grow up with this kind of stuff. So I had access to it all the time. And I always had to momentarily go back and help them with some computer and especially email problems. So, but now I'm thinking of just completely removing this completely. So I wanted to, for one last time in the next video, run through the things, some of the spreadsheets, some of the basic stuff that's there. Again, privacy, confidentially, nothing will be, with heavy stuff will be shown. When it comes to, you know, private information, we're not going to do any of that. We're going to be careful. We'll have a privacy graphic shown. But the long story short is that also is related to security, because once again, why, you know, I had a package for identity theft going on. Package for more than one package for different companies for antivirus software, and this all happened again after the incident where my laptop was potentially compromised, I believe. And so I wanted to make sure that I bought the package not just to secure my accounts but also other accounts that may have been associated with the laptop. And in that case, obviously that involves the next video, in this case what you see here, right here, the account for my biological mother. So that's that, and okay, so that's what to look forward to. It's not, it doesn't sound like it's a very good topic to have talked about, but it is something that is real, it's authentic, it's part of what this is all about. This is Slice of Life, this is in real life, this is Project Zero. Thanks for tuning in. See you guys in the next one, and I think I'm just going to ram straight through this. I'm going to end this video, I'm going to start the video, and I'm going to clear this shit straight out, because I don't want to cover this again, ever. I want to be on with this. This is stuff I want to get rid of like fucking like 2 months ago. It's still here though, these tabs. So I'm just gonna. All right, see you in the next one, which is gonna be the next day. Peace. 3, 2, 1, go. Well, put up the graphic. Put up the graphic. And change the scene. Change the scene. 3, 2, 1, go. Go! Alright. Welcome back to Project Zero. This is the 4th video back-to-back recording, and I really wanted to get through this. I thought that, wow, it looks really different. Okay. Anyways, the point is, I'm having a different scene right now, but we're continuing off of yesterday's episode and probably the past 3 episodes. I've been really hard trying to get through all of the, you know, heavy security, financial, business stuff, identity stuff that is protected from protected using, you know, Kaspersky, Bitdefender. You know, it was just a week where I had all this, you know, financial stuff that I had to take care of, and account related stuff and biz related stuff that's just very important that you make sure you keep under wraps. And so what we're going to do here is cover something in the previous video. But by the way, you know, how are you guys doing? You know, a little segue. You know, leave in the post below what was the main highlight in the past 24 hours, what was the main frustration, if you want to vent a little bit, what went down, and you know, in this particular video, relevant to this, we're going to be talking and discussing, you see, is a personal account that I created for probably like years now, or like full on decade, for my biological mother. And you know, at the time, you know, you help them with stuff, a lot of stuff that they don't know how to do, specifically technology. And then recently, about 2 years ago, becoming unemployed, and she went through a really rough patch. I went ahead and stupidly codependent at the time, decided to help her out. Let's switch over to the backdrop scene. And you know, I'm not helping anymore, but the long story short is I plan course, to just let things be and you know, wish her all the very best to her future, to her job, to her relationship with a very volatile marriage for 30 years and stuff like that. I'm not going to go into it. Privacy, confidentiality, no names mentioned, nothing like that. But all the best to her, because I'm totally done with all the fucking bullshit. So over here, we're going to get rid of these tabs. It's probably going to be the last time that we're going to see this account ever again. Okay, so here it is. And of course, this is related to security because I still have to do my due diligence. My laptop, again, was compromised many months ago, maybe half a year ago. And I bought a package to make sure that I not only protected my accounts, but also other people's accounts that were logged into. And that included my biological mother's account. So that's where it's coming from. So here's the email. Again, heavy stuff. Again, if you, I guess if there's anything having to do with relationships and stuff like that, you could post that in the comments as well. Again, privacy, confidentiality. Don't post anything that you're not comfortable with. Let's go. So we have Indeed, Job Tone, Jobilico. Again, this is all stuff. I'm not going to go through any of this. This is her stuff. But most of it is spam. That's why it's okay to cover this stuff. I can tell 100%. All of this stuff here is pretty much just spam that she'll never open because she was applying for jobs at the time. And she doesn't know how to unsubscribe, you know, from stuff. I'm not going to do that for her. That's kind of her responsibility now that I taught her everything that she needs to know. Honestly, let's close this and move on. Next one, you can tell I'm just hopping. So at the same time, I had my account here for, you know, I mentioned 2 episodes ago. I had to do a lot with if this and that, if going through this ridiculous change here, which is actually very reasonable. It's ridiculous on a personal level, right? I felt, I got more shit to do again. And that was really painstaking, but you know, I'm actually logged into obviously more than one account. This is one of those annoying things about Google on Gmail and just Google in general. You can't just log out of one account. You have to log out of all of them. It's super annoying. It's really fucking annoying, man. And so that's something else here. And I'm going to get rid of this as well because we're done with that. Now, here's the kind of a difficult part here. I have to make sure, it's very important that I make sure that the stuff here is covered by the privacy banner. Again, I have an OBS Studio, a little graphic here that covers any personal information. And I'm just double checking and making sure that the tabs are in fact covered by this because I don't want to reveal. Again, don't be spiteful, don't be a little bitch, don't be petty. I hate petty people. So I have to make sure that I'm not petty myself, of course, because I'm holding myself to the same fucking principles and the same standards. So I'm not going to go here and go showing, my abusive biological mother's personal information. Here, everyone see it. No, that's not what it's going to be about, right? The fact is, you know, we're going to log out and respect privacy, and we're going to continue to do things the right way. So here's the account. Again, for the last time, it's a little bit sad, right? I mean, a little bit, you know. No, it's not sad. God, I'm fucking free. That's how I feel. But I remember when I used to cry over this shit. This used to bother me a lot when I was codependent. I couldn't sleep. It would be for months, days. I had intrusive thoughts. I was fawning. I was like all emotional and, you know, God, fucking brainwashed I was. Ridiculous. Pathetic. So right here we have desktop, career resources, miscellaneous, holistic resources, wedding. We have phone pictures. Oh man, this really goes back. Yeah, and you know, all this stuff I'm not going to open. A lot of this stuff is actually my stuff here. I'll be totally honest here. This is some stuff that is shared, but it's all synced, so it's fine. I think most of the stuff here I don't even need. This was at a time when I had stuff over there and I would use the printer. You can see back then, you know, relations, I kind of just tolerated it, and I shouldn't have. But I don't believe I have anything here that's super important that I want to keep. There is some stuff here that they have that I think is interesting. You know, it's about like the dance photos that they had or the trips they had over to like Hawaii or Cuba, whatever. Again, stuff like that. But you know, it's just general sentimental stuff or stuff that isn't of any use. And I'm going to close it now, so bye. Now we also have not just on Google, like Gmail, but there's also Google Drive, right? Google Drive. And I was teaching her how to use Google Drive to create Google Sheets, spreadsheets, to write down the, let's say, you're applying for a job, right? The HR manager's email, contact information, all that kind of stuff, the company name. And so we create a bunch of spreadsheets, and you can tell I'm a little bit enthusiastic to get over with this stuff here, right? I wasn't speaking this loud. Part of it, however, I will say, it's not just because of the content. It's kind of heavy content, and I maybe I'm overcompensating, but the majority of this is because I'm just fucking frustrated with IFT. Jeez, $140. I'm so pissed off at that, honestly. I don't want to have to consider that, so that's why I'm so energetic right now. I apologize if I'm a little bit over the top. I really want to be out of the house by now. It's 2 hours. It's fucking annoying. Let's get through with this, all right? We got 3 spreadsheets and 2 documents. It's crazy. That single platform there is driving me more crazy now than this, what used to be a very horribly abusive relationship. Like, that's how much I've developed now. I feel great. I feel great saying that even if has more impact over me than this bullshit that I used to pay attention to. Anyways, it's not bullshit though, right? She got a job. We worked on it and she got a job, and I'm very happy for her. So here is a spreadsheet for her. It says husband's contacts, but so that's my biological father. Honestly, it was just a spare spreadsheet we created because we wanted to see whether or not, we were just testing, right? She didn't know how to create a spreadsheet. So I said, here, click on this button here, creates a new spreadsheet. Let's say you're interested in writing down, whatever, that's in Cantonese. Basically, I just said husband's phone number. And then, maybe you have, appointments. We had a spreadsheet for all the appointments for the doctors, the specialists, the gastroenterologist, the whatever, that she had to see, to emergency. We had the spreadsheet up. We put the emails, the dates, the appointments, and say, this is how you do this and that. And even there was a time where she was, where I was helping her and she got in to a dentist job. And that's a huge, huge milestone. I was really proud of her because, she's a factory worker, guys. She makes, chocolate for 25 years. Imagine the leap she had to take to get to that point, right? So we worked really hard on that, and I was teaching her how to use, believe it or not, how to use Excel functions. Not Excel functions, but Google Sheet functions and stuff like that. I've got to tone it down a bit. I can feel a little bit of that codependency seeping in. I'm reading a little bit too much. I'm sorry, it's personal, but it's personal. It's a personal video. So I was teaching her how to copy functions, how to use the sum all function, At the time, she was getting a lot of complaints from her colleagues in the dentist clinic, nagging her about how she's slow, how she can't use a spreadsheet and whatnot. And so, we went through all that kind of stuff. And so it's a blank spreadsheet. Again, you can't see anything, obviously. There's very good reasons for this. It's all private information. Just listen to me talk, all right? That's pretty much it. One spreadsheet down, next one. I can't wait to get the fuck out of here. It's fucking 9 a.m. in the morning. I came home way too late yesterday because something happened at the library. There's a violent incident at the library. Let's just say that. All right, now we have, not involving me, but it got me unsettled anyways. Anyways, we have this next spreadsheet here. This one seems to be having to do with business products. I don't know why. I don't know why this is over here. It seems like it's named after one of my files. But it doesn't have any information here, I don't believe. Okay, never mind. I was wrong. It does have information. So it does have information, and the reason why it does is because it seems like to me, if I could take a look again. Okay, got it. So this is for her account. At the time, I was helping her with her business. I was applying my business. I only joined the business. Fucking codependent me in the past, man. I hate who I was. Hate myself so much for what I was. Because, man, I joined this company, Design Health Sciences. The real impetus was because I joined this fucking company to help her with her tendonitis and, her losing 30 pounds. I was trying to be the doting son and all this shit. Stupid. Fucking idiot. Anyways, only to have her stab me in the back. Fuck all that shit, man. anyways, I have her stuff here, basically her user ID and stuff like that in here. I basically logged in and would forget the user ID, so I basically had something here. Okay, here's the information to log in and stuff like that. Long story short, I don't need this either anymore, and she doesn't use it anymore either. So we're gonna close this and get rid of that. 3 more spreadsheets to go. Again, heavy personal stuff here. It's not mixing well. It's not mixing well. If this then that, and then this kind of heavy stuff here. But you gotta get through it. Like I said, this is stuff I should have done like 3 days ago. If it were 3 days ago, I would be calm. I wouldn't have this if this and that, but it's not mixing well, and I'm not gonna wait. Time. That's just time crunch. So we've got 3 spreadsheets here. 3 documents here. These are Google documents. The last 3 documents related to her. I'm so happy to get that fucking account off my laptop. But we have here basically seems like a message she wrote up. And again, really proud of her, because if I'm not going to showcase this obviously because it's something, I have the privacy graphic here, but she wrote an entire letter on her own. I can tell. I didn't help her with this. She wrote this on her own. It was a letter to, it seems like an insurance company. I won't say what insurance company, I won't say the date or whatever. All you need to know is that this is something she drafted by herself. She wrote an entire letter by herself. It seems like, I'm just going to look through it and make sure that, yeah, there's some spelling mistakes, it's still like, I'm still like, oh, okay, it's all right. But, it's a good effort, and I'm really happy that, like, she's basically self-sufficient enough to be able to manage these things on her own, because I'm not going to be there for her anymore. Facts, 100%. And then over here, this is another spreadsheet, not a spreadsheet, but a Google document here on the side here. It says, oh, this is me this one we kind of worked on together, but basically there's some random words here. I was telling her about how, kids, I was speaking to her because, like, we're all kids to her, right? So at the time, I remember in elementary school, they would teach us how to type. So I had to actually teach her how to type as well, because she didn't know how to type. She was using these, the one finger thing. I don't know if she still does that, honestly. Maybe she still uses, one finger tip, tap, tap across the keyboard. But I said, at school, right, this is how you're supposed to type. And so it would be best for you, since you're having troubles, you're having a lot of arguments, not arguments, but she was being heckled from her colleagues at the dentist appointment. At the dental clinic that she was working for a couple months, because she would type really slowly, right? And it's not really her fault at all. She just doesn't grow up with this kind of stuff. So I taught her to put her left hand, her right hand over the keyboard. ASDF, right, guys? Welcome back to the grade 2 elementary computer class. ASDF, JKL, semicolon, right? And I said, this is your left hand, this is your right hand, and you reach for different keys like this. And eventually, with enough practice, you don't have to look at the keyboard and, all this stuff. Basically, I was teaching her everything that, in elementary school, you learn about how to type. I was teaching her how to type. And that's why we had this cool spreadsheet. So you can see here, you can't see here, sorry. But sad dad asked that I am sad, I like cars, I like cigarettes. Well, maybe the last line was kind of stupid, but so then we moved on to something more applicable. I said, type this instead. This patient is applying for blah-de-da, Manulife insurance at so-and-so dentist appointment, dental clinic, and it's charged $66.70. Jane Doe standard. Yeah, so that's that. Okay, and the last document here, we're 15 minutes in, and this one is the last document on her account that I want to cover. And, it's not even I want to cover. What happened is, I'll be totally, guys, the reason why I have to cover this is I went through this sentimental phase, right? I went into her account to reset the Usana password. That's in the previous episode, I think at the very beginning of the episode, actually. And I went in and I tried to reset it, okay? And then I noticed, oh, I have to go to her email account. I said, I haven't looked at this in a while, right? And we used to work on it together, and I created the account too, so there's a lot of attachment there. At the time, I was quite attached, and I shouldn't be, and I'm glad to not be anymore. So all the guilt tripping, all the brainwashing, like these 6-hour lectures that my biological father gave me, where he would always talk smack about my cousins, about my mother, about random people, about my brother, about everyone. It's just fucking shit. I can't believe I even bothered putting up with that crap. Oh, I'm so bitter right now. I'm sorry guys, it's a bitter video. And if this and that, bitter. But this is the last thing here, and it's actually a wedding note. I'm going to read this because I have removed all names. So, long story short, the reason why we covered this is because as I was resetting the password for and taking out the product from my biological mother's account for the last time, I dropped by the email, right? Because I had to, and I said, this is probably the last time I'm ever going to enter this account. I created this account for her. I taught her how to type, taught her to get a job, tried to get her to change her weights and stuff like that. Didn't really work out. Some things worked out, and for those things that did, I'm honestly happy and proud and look forward to her doing things with whatever she can, you know. But she's independent now, and I'm completely separating any ties, going completely no contact with both of them. And you know, trying to make this as least personal as I can, but basically, if I'm going to go no contact, I'm going to log out of everything. So I said, one last time, we're going to hop on and take a look at the things. This is going to be the last time I'm going to see these documents again that we worked on together. And the little bitch that I was back then, I would be pussy ass crying right now, but I'm not crying anymore. It does hurt, but it's what it is. So here it is. This is the last document that I had open, that I was sifting through. My codependent fawning piece of shit self. Alright, it was a letter written to, not a letter, a comment post for a wedding invitation that was declined. We couldn't go, none of us can go. When I say us, there's no us, but basically I'm talking about my direct blood. So I'm talking about my biological guardians, talking about myself, talking about my cousin, my brother as well. None of us can afford to, right? It's just the whole poverty, financial ruin kind of stuff. So I'm going to read this out here. Again, there's nothing private here. It's just a general, you know, I wish you all the very best to you and your significant other. Congratulations, that kind of stuff. And no names mentioned. So I am too. Best wishes to you together for a very fulfilling marriage. Would love to come to meet you, L. Now healthy, and thank you, S, for completing the family. Just no funds. Unable to afford to come over. May you both have an amazing wedding and honeymoon. Blessings to, and then there's something longer down here because there was an entry slot, a field where you're allowed to write down your parting thoughts or whatever. So blessings to you both. Fantastic news to the two of you. It's very alleviating to see you, L, smiling and much mentally healthier. It's also a great pleasure beyond words to know you, S, have taken care of L during very challenging times. I'm sure you two have had a hilarious and wonderful story to tell of how we both met and found happiness, so we'll save that for yourself to expound on in the future when we find an opportunity to catch up. Wisdom I cannot provide. However, as in the previous answer field, I wish you a very fulfilling, endearing, lifelong marriage with family. Live with satisfaction and leave without regrets. Take care. And then I put my initials there, and that's that. So this was ironically synced up to the Google Drive account of my biological mother, because that is actually logged in to the desktop, where at that time my biological father asked me to actually write a response to them and give my parting bidding adieu, which I did do. So I absolutely did that, right? And that's the last time anything of that sort will ever happen again. And so this is the last piece of documentation that I am going to talk about and discuss. Honestly, I noticed it's 20 minutes in. This entire video podcast is just a fucking mess. It's not a mess. I mean, honestly, it's a pretty good podcast, not gonna lie. I was very open, energetic, but I could tell that the energy was coming from discomfort. I was not comfortable this video. For the most part, it was actually having to do with IFT, and then the fuel, the energy, the emotions from IFT kind of just seeped into something that was heavier. But aside from that, you know, it's whatever, man. This is the last time I'll have this. I'm just very happy. The main point is that, you know, I had all this stuff here, and the 10 tabs are now gone when it comes to Yazana as well as the account. So this is overarching, also having to do a little bit with security. As I mentioned in the past couple of video podcasts, it does have to do with, you know, Bitdefender, Kaspersky, right? I was going through this particular couple months where there's just so much, you know, stuff that involve personal information and finances, and that you do have to protect. And so that's that. I'm going to close it now. And no, you know what? I'll leave this open. I'll leave that letter open because it's a good place to leave a segue with. There's nothing personal here. I can actually get rid of the answer field because I can get rid of, of the privacy graphic because there's nothing here that's particularly private. So with that being said, I know it was a little bit of it was very extra. This video, I was very extra. I was extra loud, maybe, I think. Probably shouldn't have been. Couldn't contain myself. I was really frustrated. I did 4 videos back to back. I haven't even bothered renaming some of these, uploading them to YouTube. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I find that to be a setback, and then it just kind of bled into this kind of stuff here. But how convenient it is that we're done all this stuff here, and so I should be pretty chill for the next while if things stay chill, which things never stay chill, especially not in this fucking household. Alright, so I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, and I'm done here. I gotta get out of here. First, I'm going to try to upload after this, so these stuff over onto Patreon and YouTube, and then work on them over at the library on Spotify. But that's for the day. And so, peace out. And yeah, the next one should have to do with much lighter stuff, and I should be much more down to earth. Right now, I'm not very grounded. I can tell. So, for example, or maybe I'm grounded. For example, if I go to work, I suppose I might be like this because, you know, a lot of people who are working kind of like this, they have so much to do that they're not really grounded. That's what work is. You're not really grounded all the time, depending on the line of work that you're doing. So, for example, I noticed that, you know, if you're working customer service, you just have to be like this sometimes, especially when things get really hectic. But things should tone down by a lot. I should be doing more stuff that can be, you know, that I can just take my time with. So on those topics, what to look forward to in the next video podcast is probably going to be some, hopefully we'll get back to this physical equipment over here soon. Look forward to doing that. Some modems that I'm holding on behalf of my friend. But I also want to get rid of the receipts. I was talking about this for a while now, how these receipts have just got to go. And so I can't wait to talk about that as well. Since we're talking about security, I think that there's also another third topic I might end up discussing. And I might hop all over right now from this Edge browser over just to show you a little sneak peek. But if I may, let's see if I can pause this for a moment here. Yes. Oh, what the fuck? We forgot about this? No, it's okay. It's fine. It doesn't matter. If I may. Yeah. Okay. So, if I may, and I just hopped over, I did a little time freeze right there, and I sift through some tabs, and I hopped over to this tab right here, I believe. Whoa. What the hell? MSH channel content. Hold on, what's going on? Never mind, I can't show it for some reason. I don't know what happened, but basically what I was going to show you is, no, that's a display. Look. Alright, OBS Studio seems to have a little bit of issues right now, but long story short, there's supposed to be this, yeah. What the fuck is this, man? Come on. You sick son of a bitch. Dude. What the fuck? Default shit. Dumbass. Screwing up the video. Okay. Alright, there we go. I just had to reset the defaults on OBS Studio because there's some issues. Long story short, this is what to look forward to as well in the next coming videos. So this is on Amazon. We're going to cover some products over on the Wisecam, the Wisecam OG telephoto indoor outdoor. One of my buddies here was trying to, actually I purchased it already, but he didn't really manage it too well. It's kind of, I'm not going to discuss too much about it, but long story short, he's got some issues with anxiety, as I do myself. So, but I'm really thankful and grateful for him because he's the one who introduced me to this cam here, which is the Wisecam security camera for $50. So potentially this could be a topic for the next video as well. I know we'll have to cover eventually, but again, we've got a bunch of stuff here physically as well to cover. I also noticed I was kind of sidelined for a moment here. I noticed here, for example, that there's some stuff having to do with Usana that I still didn't cover. And I'm pretty disappointed that I wasn't able to cover that. But, it's all right. It seems like there's like some terms and policies right here. And because of that, no, not even. It's important. It's financial stuff. You know what? Let's do it all at once. Yo, what's up? Another project. Video podcast. I'm going to do the 5th back-to-back video. This is going to be really fucking annoying. Let's take care of this all. How's your day? How's your day, guys? 3 highlights. First, what's the best thing that happened to you in the past 24 hours? You're not doing very well. What's the best thing that happened? What's the worst thing that happened? Give a little bit of vent of frustration. You can tell me a little bit of something relatable that may have happened. And okay, I'll of course read it and see how things are going. And of course, in this particular topic, we're going to cover, I'm going to get rid of some stuff here relating to Usana Health Sciences, okay? And also going to cover some stuff here relating to, seems like to me, hold on a second, transportation. That is transportation, right? Make sure it is. Get it right. Load, yep, that is. How about this? Load everything. Don't skimp out. Load everything. Okay. Good. We had to apply to him. We'll get back to him. Okay, we'll get back to him. But we'll do that later. Close that. This fucking letter right here. Piece of shit. Get out of my way. Got it. we do have to cover transportation. So other things that, more, there's just so many purchases, man. This is why, again, security is important. So we had 2 purchases here. So first of all, in the previous video, we took down, and I was really, really energetic. I've calmed down a little bit, but it's still here because I'm recording immediately afterwards. Just got super, super frustrated and agitated. The fact that there's all this transactional stuff that I still haven't covered. I don't like to leave these tabs open, obviously, because of security reasons. You don't just leave, a business purchase or banking platform open on your browser. That's just bad practice. So whether or not it actually compromises anything, it's just bad practice. Don't do it. So I've been itching to get rid of this stuff, and here's 2 things here. So in the previous video, at the very beginning, I covered some stuff relating to the entire, you could say the entirety of that video was honestly anything financial, employment, or any serious responsibilities that I had done to help with my biological mother at the time. And just getting rid of all these accounts, right? Just logging out, closing it. These tabs that I looked at one last time a couple months back, I looked at it and I sifted through it, and me having my dumbass sentimental value, it's all discarded now. Get rid of it. It's not good. Not good at all. So I closed all that, and I said, this is still security related, and this is the last parting ways completely, several ties. And that covered some products over on Zana. There's some little backstory to it. Some of it wasn't actually related directly to her. There was actually some kind of product for my sibling. There's also something else that was like what else? There was like a wedding for one of my older cousins and stuff like that. And I saw some stuff there. There was also this, I saw like a document, some files that were actually my own as well. But anyways, what I missed, is that there was still more stuff relating to business and transactions that I should immediately cover, that I wish I could have had the time to cover in the previous one, because it's still related to Usana. Now, this is not a transaction. If you see right here, this is on a separate browser, that's why I missed it. But Procosa, Usana Corporate Prime, save 2% on every purchase. This is just basically me checking out my email and realizing they sent me this new email, I believe, about policies and Celavive. And I believe during that time I was also doing some research into exfoliating cream, because I was asked for my sibling. One of my siblings asked me, about cream, and I was like, okay, I can do that and take a look at it and see what I know. I don't know too much. I just know the very basics. Exfoliation is just basically something you apply that removes like the top layer of skin, dead skin, and then leaves your skin looking fresher. But of course, it's also a little bit risky if you have any acne or whatever, that leaves fresh skin exposed and can be a source of irritation and so on and so forth. So make sure that after you exfoliate, you have to apply a moisturizer. A moisturizer is something that keeps the moisture in your skin, right, and so on and so forth, protects it from damage from external sources. Don't ask me. I only found this out like last year. I mean, because I'm a guy. I don't really pay attention to stuff. Sorry guys, sorry ladies. I don't pay attention to skincare products. This is basic. That's all I know, honestly. So let's hop on over here, and I say, here's more stuff I have to do with. Again, I'm supposed to know, because this is my product line. This is my company, and these are my products. I'm supposed to know. So I consider this to be a shortcoming. I'm supposed to learn more about this. So Aviv is the product line that is associated with skincare in our company. And so we have nutritionals, we have active nutrition, which is food, we have skincare, healthy living, and you have business tools and stuff like that. And so I logged in, I sifted through this. I think the main reason though is seems like at this point, right, not only at the time did my sibling ask for exfoliating cream, I asked him if he was interested in becoming an affiliate, which is different from an associate. This is just purely affiliate marketing stuff. You just take a link, you just put it on your profile, and that's that. I wouldn't ask him if he didn't have his own profile, which he does. Of course, it didn't work out. That's totally fine. He's just like, nah, it's not gonna work because it's not a household name or something like that. And whenever he says something when it comes to business, I immediately just kind of trust him. I'm just like, yeah, I don't have any arguments beyond that. That sounds pretty sound to me. Sounds like good judgment. So we didn't go further, but that's basically why this tab is open here, right? And then after that, I saw a few things here that made me curious, and I said, I want to learn a little bit more about the new policies now, because I know that when I joined ZRA, that was before the COVID pandemic, so they had some, think of prior to pandemic, everyone was really, really shit. They were soft. Not only were they soft, but the companies were not digitally savvy. They were not tech savvy. Because of that lack of, pressure, right? There was no pressure. There was no environmental pressure applied onto, you're thinking about evolutionary biology right now, right? When you don't push people, when you don't push anything, creatures, animals, they just don't, they're in a state of comfort. And so this even applies to business as well, right? A lot of companies before the COVID-19 pandemic had really outdated technology and policies in place and regulations. So after about 2020, 21, I noticed that our company, the company I'm associated as a business, as a commissioned agent for cellular nutrition and research and development, they just went ham with it. All their marketing, sales, policies, legal forms, everything became so far more up to date over the course of a year and a half. And again, it's that selective pressure. There we go. There's the Darwinian inside me again, back in the university days, so biomedical science. Selective pressure, right? And applied to business sense. And in this case, you can see here, there's this whole PDF document here on delays. 1.1, purpose, changes, delays. This was all very outdated before. And right now, I'm very, again, happy to say that, they have a much more updated, it's like a very long 20-page, it's a 20-page term, ZRA policies and procedures, and you can see here section 1, 2. The branding is totally different. Before this, it used to have the design behind this, used to be like some kind of 1980s, 1990s, very hard to read, like textbook manual, like car manual type fashion. Now it's actually branded with like bright colors and easy to read font, really well organized sections, 1 through 3, 4 responsibilities of associates, sales requirements, operating a user and distributorship, and so on and so forth. I just realized now that it is not affiliate stuff. This actually has nothing to do with affiliates and what to do with associates. Whatever, doesn't matter. Moving on, here's again more stuff about the associates. But again, keeping up the tabs, just recognizing, understanding that this is basically updated model, updated forms, updated regulations, updated procedures, everything's up to date now. And so I'm reading through all this stuff here once again. Well, I'm not reading through it once again. But long story short, it's been updated, and I took a look at it because, again, after the pandemic, everything went and became far more, professional, you could say. And so here's the document here, and I really want to get rid of this because I don't want to have this open. I'm never going to read through this unless I take this company really, really seriously. And honestly, right now, I'm taking the products for my own health. I'm not taking it for pretty much any other reason aside from my own health and maybe potential for in the future. I do intend on taking these products for a lifetime. I don't think I'm going to ever stop taking these products unless something really, really bad happens, unless something else, another competitor becomes phenomenally better in terms of what it can do for your body. So that's something else that I should mention. So that's why I don't really need this, because this all has to do with business. This particular PDF here has to cover with the binary compensation plan. Long story short, how you get commissions as an associate. So when we get rid of this as well, it's not necessary. I don't need it here. It's annoying. Goodbye. And I can see we're 10 minutes in. Perfect timing because we only have like 1 or 2 tabs left, it seems. And what these let's do 3 tabs. 3 tabs? Yeah, 3 tabs. So while we're on this whole stuff that has to do with business, I also want to mention there's more financial shit that we want to take care of, which has to do with, this is Presto. Basically, it's one of the platforms for the public transportation I use, a monthly pass. Went in, logged in, got my pass, and then logged out. And so that's that. But basically, this thing would cost about roughly $150 after tax, so it's quite expensive. but everything's expensive nowadays. Any form of public transportation is really expensive. Let's scroll down here. I wonder if they can show you the price. I don't think they can, because basically there's different transportation systems across different regions of this large city that I'm living in. So as a result, I won't be able to show you specific, they don't have locations posted off here, as well as with the pricing. So, but anyways, you create your account, you sign in, and it's basically one of those cards that you tap on a machine, and then you can basically board the bus and whatnot. Okay, now on that note, because we just covered transactions and stuff like that, and we covered business, I want to say, of course, once again, we have one of these tabs here for the Microsoft browser. The hell, I hear something. I think it's from the outside. But basically, tracking prevention, basic, balanced. Oh, it's an ad. What the that's a really loud ass ad. Okay. No, never mind, it's not an ad. Basically, we have here every time we make a purchase, so whether it's on Usana, the monthly orders, the rolling orders, or on transit, or on Amazon, we just covered some products a couple of days ago, or even you have to make a purchase for the security products themselves, because every year they automatically renew, right? So again, just make sure you have protection. So something you do also, this is good practice, has nothing to do with necessarily software. It's not software, it's literally just you go on your browser, make sure that every time you access government information, business information, your banking accounts, your credit card accounts, your anything that you pay with, whether it's PayPal, whatever, go back, clear the cache, clear the browsing history for just the past hour. You don't have to clear everything, just clear the past hour and get rid of all the cookies and stuff that was remaining there. And that's just general good practice, something that you should make sure you do on a general basis, okay? I think that's about it. Let me see if there's anything else here that's also financially related. There is, but that stuff should be covered separately. So here's the next 12-minute video, 5 videos back to back recording, but I think we're done here. So thanks for tuning in. I have a lot to upload now. I don't even know what I'm going to do necessarily, if I'm going to upload it now and then edit at the library, but that sounds like the plan. I know I can't get to this today, but it will be up there eventually. So thanks for tuning in. Appreciate that. And again, in the comments, tell me what's up. How's your day? How's it been? I know that the past video was a very, very stress and extra and whatnot, but chime in on any businesses that you have, any relationships that you've ended, and also what you do. What are some general tips to do when you make a financial transaction and stuff like that, just daily tasks, or just talk about what you want to talk about. Share a meme if you want, I don't care. Put a fucking meme in the comments, that would be great as well. So that's that. All right, thanks for tuning in. See you guys next time. Peace out. Let's use a different let's use this screen right here, the be right back screen. The ad's still fucking running though. Alright, get rid of the ad, get rid of the software, goodbye. Gone. Close this shit. Okay. And oh, thank fucking goodness. good, pretty good. Fucking testing that. No way. Wise? That is so sick. Find a plan for you. Multi-action outputs, clear outputs. What does it mean when it says connect multiple accounts? Dude, this is so fucking lame. I have to cover if there's a napkin tomorrow. Why is this pro? Why the fuck is this thing pro? Just checkmate services. Suck a dick. Billing. What is this? Edit payment information. Pro Plus. Cancel the subscription. Edit payment information. Balance. How the hell do I change plans? Dude, how do I change plans? What the fuck? Cancel my subscription. Ooh, it's our free plan. We give 2 outputs. Queries and focus. What the fuck is filter code? Oh shit, that podcast has to be marked explicit. Yo, we gotta check something. Explicit podcast. Explicit language. Is this explicit or is it what? Don't even put the name. Makes me want to fucking throw up. Gross. I don't know what this shit is. Send you a link. Clinical benefits. Exfoliating cream. Use on products. There's no thing to jog about. What is shit? Celavive. Usana exfoliating. Okay. Twitter, dude. Pro plan. Don't put everything in caps. Continue cancellation. Oh, really? Why doesn't this work? What the fuck? Oh, it's settings. Go. Huh? Out of filter code. Spotify product. What part is it? Pro Plus features. You tell me which part is Pro Plus. Seriously, what the fuck? What part of this? What the fucking part of this is Pro Plus? Plans. Maybe go to billing. Yeah, just go to fucking pro. I swear to God, this shit don't work. Fucking kill. Stuck in here at 10 working out fucking if this and that. No. It's okay, you'll rename it when you get there. You have to do it now. Yeah, you don't have to do it now. Sunday at 12. Whatever, man. My shoulder's killing me, man. What the fuck is this? It's not even the shoulder that holds anything. It's supposed to be an empty shoulder. Sure it is empty shoulder. $140 down the drain. So not worth. Dude, do we have to delete this shit? Dude, I swear to God, we have to delete this. Oh, edit it. That's why they have editor. Ugh! They have an editor. So it'll be fine. I can edit this shit. What's going on? End screen, audio, video. Elements. Dude, how do we delete this? I don't want to sit here forever, man. I thought I said an editor. You can't even do anything here. Just delete it, man. Do we have to? Yeah. You can't have this up. It's too much. It's too much personal information. Fucking trade looking ass. You gotta upload everything. I'm not letting you leave until you upload everything. Upload every single piece of shit here. You don't go until you finish it. I don't fucking care. G medieval and annoying Gmail. You'll probably do a single emoji, but dislocate your fucking shoulder. Oh. Oh, and have a problem. Upgrade the extra plan. He's exfoliating my ass. Why do my shoulders feel like shit? I did at least like. I'll make sure not to sleep on my shoulders anymore then. Yeah, I can't imagine. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'll make sure that I make up for that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
12 weeks. How much?
62 something.
60.
Over 12 gig.
Over 12 gig. I was thinking 13. That's why. Okay, got it.
Yeah, over 13.
Yeah, that's why.
13.
The limit is 12, not 13. Got it. Okay.
Over 12 gig.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'll keep that in mind. Schedule that shit. Come on, man. You only got 3 more. It's only 3 more. 3 more and you get the fuck out of here. Can't wait. Fine, not 3 videos, 6 videos, alright? Just 6. Just put up 6 videos. I promise you, once you get this done, you'll feel good. Feeling better already. Yeah, you better fucking be. Only 4 more, man. 4 more and you're out of here. Promise. on, bro. This takes fucking forever. Then do something, man. Just change the titles. Here. Keep busy. There's always something to do. Alright. Let's see. What's the name of this video gonna be? I told you there's stuff you can do. I'm waiting for the waste of time. I told you there was something to do. But just say that, dumbass. Keep busy, my friend. Okay. Don't call me your friend. Is one trade even working? Yeah, it is. Good. Told you there's something you could do. Sitting there bitching like young on. Okay, run inside, kick their ass. Put him down like a dead animal. Put him down. You know, that's a real experiment. I just had to ask. Like, let's be real. I don't know how that works anymore. If we upload like video titles like that, do you think they still work? Or, because the new trend is to be like grounded, right? Obviously, the past couple of videos are pretty not grounded. So give me a good sense of it. Well, that's not even true. People are so fucking awful outside now. So it's like, I don't know. Yeah, but then that's what I mean. Like, they don't watch videos, so they don't listen to podcasts. Do they? Do they listen to podcasts? Not those types of people, right? Maybe. I don't know. It's all about targeting. If you can do it right. remove from favorites, dude. He said there was. I just want to see it. Where is it? Where is the appointment? Team boys. That's tomorrow at 10. Oh shit, tomorrow at 10? Fuck. Dude. That is so bad. Reading. Fucking con man. May 25th. Call him, man. Just we can do that another time. We don't have to do it now. Yeah, we'll address it. We absolutely will address it. Okay. He's not going to get away with it. Make it fucking explicit. It's not difficult at all. Set by YouTube. Yes, Mr. My viewers are 18. It's okay. Or you could delete it and then just change the title. Yeah, delete it and change the title. 7:15. Oh my god, dude. Fucking. Goodbye explicit. Pro plan extra. And wait, what the fuck? Don't get it at the wrong order, man. These videos are really confusing. In what way is this video lo-fi though? That's the most unchill video ever. That's like a fucking autistic, you know, borderline narcissistic, like really angry bitch ass person. In what way is that lo-fi, man? That's not lo-fi at all. Nah, don't. Come on, don't do this. You son of a bitch. Where is it? Where the fuck is it? Son of a bitch. Oh, wait. Say it to rename your shit. Goodbye explicit. Goodbye Gmail explicit. Is it uploading? Oh shit. Discard. Yeah, discard post. You don't need it. Why am I receiving mail? It's just two more. Come on. Two more and then you're out. What is this card? Oh, expiry. Okay. I'll look for more shit to do, man. Put this, please. Shut the fuck up, boy. You can it. Dumbass. One last one, let's go. Aspect ratio. Fuck is this? Try it again. Wait, what? Yo, it's just not gonna save. Fuck. Finally. Takes you 2 fucking days. Haven't uploaded everything yet though. Should've fucking known. You gotta get the screenshots too. And run the cut. No, right? It's exactly the same video thumbnail for all 5 videos, but it's gonna get really boring and no one's gonna watch it. It's okay. You don't need to watch this shit. You just need to get up there. That's all. Why? What's the point of getting that if it's not going to be watched? I don't know. What do you mean you don't know? What's the point of getting something up there? It's not going to be. It serves a purpose, right? How's your day? How's your day? Oh, fuck. Is that what it was? Yo, this better work. We'll find out when you actually open it. "18 minutes in." Check it real quick. Should be a cut. 3, 2. What the fuck? Enter the Salesforce volume. You have the full name, designation, all numbers, plus his email. That's not gonna fly, man. No, that's not gonna fly. Gotta make the cut better. Yeah. Why did that pop off? Which video was that? Oh, see it, man. Ew. What the fuck is that? Ew. -1 subscribers. Why do you think it stopped working? Well, it's working now. I mean, yes. Oh, you know what's worse? What if the title just went like that? You didn't post these nasty ass titles, did you? Oh my god, that's so bad, dude. You mean every time I upload this without a proper title? Oh my god, dude. He's on policies, goodbye. He's on goodbye. Let's get rid of this shit. We do not need that at all. Yeah, we don't need that either. One, two, three, and four, five. It's just oh, that actually did it now. Fucking so it'll stay put. Just clip it on. Okay, it's fine. What is this shit? It doesn't even work. No, it doesn't work. Are you done? I don't know. Are we done? I have it $200 under SVP is a bare minimum threshold. Purchasing. And to become commission, receive commissions. Better, but not necessary. Mentioned in the previous email. For a total one-time activation of a business center PC. Much like opening a franchise. Still going over the SVP. I am still commission. I'm able to receive commissions. 100 SVP is a bare minimum. But not required. Better is better, but not required. Outside of that month. That month. Single month. That is not occurring. This is not a recurring order. Recurring transaction. I am still able to receive commissions, and the bare minimum threshold to receive commissions. Purchasing more is not. Previous purchase extras for total 200 SP. Okay. Let's see. Dude, what the fuck is that shit? You're so far behind here. column. The extra this is not one of the monthly recurring transactions. One-time activation. One-time purchase. One monthly recurring transactions, which we discussed. Not relevant. Which are not relevant to